and start singing. Aloha!
Okay.
Aloha, everyone, and welcome to today's episode of Wayfinder Spirit Bureau.
Woohoo!
And first of all, I'm going to pass it around the horn and have our PCs introduce themselves. Starting with Giovanna.
Oh no, I was hoping to be last. Hi, I play Giovanna. And you know, she exists. There you go.
You know, it's
You should have asked me to prepare if
sometimes
you were gonna ask me to say something.
sometimes the viewers are more. I was gonna say visual learners, but like, what's the equivalent of like experience, like visual learners, whatever.
And next, Yvette.
Hi, I'm playing Yvette. Yvette is a black-scaled kobold. Who wears short glasses, is slightly reckless.
Slightly. Only slightly.
She's around like middle age. Is often seen wearing a purple turtleneck and is also absolutely horrified of being vulnerable. You know.
Okay, and next, Rune.
Oh boy. Okay. Playing a Magus Frost Elf. She's a little quirky, right? She continues to be cold and calculated. And you find out the rest later. Just roll with it.
And this is why you ask us to prepare something, Seth. Don't.
I'll be sure to do that next time.
This is what you get when you ask us to freestyle.
We need a script!
I didn't know we needed a script. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you forgot to send us this entire session script today.
Anyways. So, you start this episode off at Fox Hollow Ranch. You had a hard time last time. Yvette almost died from malaria. Should have gotten vaccinated.
Yeah. Those things are expensive, okay?
Get health insurance.
Yeah,
Does your
because
job
that's
offer health
fucking cheap.
insurance?
So, how are you spending your day at Fox Hollow Ranch? Yvette has finally come home from the hospital.
Yeah, after being an absolute nuisance to all the doctors there.
Yeah, I am
Giovanna has
sure.
so much.
Less of a nuisance and more of a nightmare.
It is now the 3rd of Coryphus, which is, I think, month 7 or 8. I'd have to look at my calendar again.
Yeah, Yvette is actually gonna go look for some payment because, you know, with everything that happened, she might as well get her money's worth.
Giovanna has prepared so much soup. The equivalent of Tupperware. There is so much soup for that. An overwhelming amount of soup.
And I'm sure Bob is going to enjoy hearing about Giovanna taken to his
kitchen is
kitchen.
Destroyed. Their kitchen is destroyed. There's soup on the ceiling somehow.
Yeah, Bob's not going to be too happy with the automatons.
The counter is slightly burned.
Bob's going
I
to be
stayed
really
outside.
upset with the automatons.
You know what,
Yeah, I'm
she's
staying
also
outside
gonna-
out of mine because of it. She locked
You know what?
herself in her little studies.
She's also gonna go over to Giovanna and ask her to come along because two people are better at convincing, or at least pressuring someone to pay them than one.
Giovanna's like, cool, I'll bring soup.
Yeah, sure.
And
I
I'm
guess
not
we- I
sure if
guess we
that's
could
a
go for that.
threat. You know what? This soup can be used as both a threat and a promise and a gift.
Yeah. I guess so. I don't know what you mean by that, but you know,
This soup.
I'm
Listen,
all for
I'm an
all for creative
automaton. I don't
intimidation.
eat real food, so
Listen, I'm
there's
sure
like an
the soup is
apple and
delicious,
a
honey.
tomato in here. This is
Oh, that sounds
applesauce and
awful,
tomato
actually.
soup, essentially.
It
Sounds
sounds
delicious.
yeah, that sounds wonderful. She's absolutely lying her ass off, by the way.
Okay,
Roll
deception check.
deception.
Deception check of it.
Yeah.
Our first
True.
roll of the day.
Is that against like my fortitude or what?
Rude hid in these studies and she locked the door. Well, Yvette, do you want to hero point that?
No, I'm not gonna fucking hero point that actually.
Yeah, to say the least, Giovanna does not believe a word you just said.
I'm like, should I bring
Man.
the Dang, you really hate the apple and tomato? Should I
Well, I
bring
guess
the
I don't
carrot
like
and
that.
garlic? I think she might like the carrot and garlic. You know what? I'll bring both.
Sure, yeah. You can bring that, I guess.
Giovanna has taken emotional damage from this.
so has Yvette.
Okay, Giovanna, roll a stress roll.
Oh no! Wait, what's stress?
Will save.
It's okay, you can take it back.
You did okay. You managed to hold off that stress. You managed to calm yourself.
I've spent so much time on this soup.
Yvette has fucking like really good diplomacy. It's okay. She's just talking you out and says, "No, it's okay. I'm fine. I'm sure you tried your best." You know, it's a learning process.
Rune just has like outside of Rune's study door, there's just like bowls of soups piling up. They're all still full. They're just floating in each
shit.
other. It's
Okay.
I put my nose up. Please stop. Wasting food. Bob be mad.
Well,
Giovanna has no idea what food waste or rot is.
well, you you receive a call on the Comstone. Rude receives this call.
Yes.
Because Bifrost entrusted the Comstone with you because he didn't trust Yvette or Giovanna.
Wow. Okay.
Oh, I think everybody should have one.
I have
You know,
16 charisma, but
understandable.
go off, I guess.
Okay, what's going on? Where's Bifrost, by the way?
Bifrost is in his meditations. He'll be
Damn.
along shortly. So, this call, you hear an old lady on the other line. You don't see an image or anything. You just hear an old lady, and the old lady says, "Hello. Is this the Spirit Bureau? I think that's what you're called."
Yes.
Oh, hello. I am the mayor of Nor, a small town in southern Atlantia. and we need your help.
Okay, what's the problem?
Well, the Lake Nier, nearby, has for quite some time been the source of many a ghost story. I'm sure that that's right up your alley. There's many stories of what is called the Lady of the Lake, but nobody truly knows who the Lady of the Lake is. But Lake Nier has also been the source of many an accident, many missing people, and a lot of strange happenings over the decades. And unfortunately, it seems that those strange happenings have now spread to Nor.
What's these happenings?
Well, many people in the town are now seeing the Lady of the Lake in the streets or in the windows of houses. There are reports of a wailing cry in the middle of the night. That didn't happen before, not in Nor. And there are shadows seen in certain houses. Just so much strangeness going on. And
Do I happen to recognize description, the wailing and all that?
roll an occultism check.
Too cold to care. Too sick to care.
Though you haven't heard any. You don't. You've heard the stories. But you don't recognize. It doesn't seem like something else that you've come across. But you have heard the stories of the Lady of the Lake. It's a popular tale that's often told in Colroon, particularly by Atlanteans.
Lady of the Lake. Weird wailings and weird, strange shadows messing with the neighbors.
Yeah, these strange happenings were used to them happening at the lake, but they've never really happened here in the town before. All of a sudden, now they are. And many people are scared, and a lot of people have up and left.
So, few to half the settlements already left the place.
Around 10 people have already left.
And from a small town, that's a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, you see what we can do. Why she's kind of wobbling back and forth a little bit. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I'll speak to you when you get here.
Okie dokie. Calms off.
Okay.
Now I'm going to get up. Oh boy. The room starts to spin. Whoa! Got too fast. Largely, oh man, I've got a job and I'm not feeling it. Yeah, she finally unlocks the door, open it, and there's still a pile of dishes on it. So, what the hell is this? Looking left and right, it's like, okay, where's Bifrost? Okay, I don't see anybody, right? Or they're standing there just like
Bifrost is in his room at the moment in meditations, but he's apparently always left his door open.
Okay. Huh. Going in there and say, hey, Bifrost. Crap. I forgot what I was going to say. Turn it back around. Then finally came up, oh, yeah. Turn back around halfway through. Walk back. But she's not 100% there because she's got a cold, so for some reason.
Yeah.
So Rune caught something from the hospital that Yvette was in, huh?
Apparently.
Yeah.
After just having gotten over malaria, not surprised. Your immune system was a little shot.
Yeah. But yeah, we're heading towards who is the person that fucking called us to the forest or whatever?
And I relaying this to Bifrost and all this. There you go. Then I realized, oh shit, I forgot to fucking negotiate the price.
It's okay.
Whoops.
Me and Yvette are currently like threatening someone with soup for money.
If it just says no.
Okay, so
like, no,
if
okay,
if Yvette and Giovanna have gone to call Rune to try to earn some money, roll lore skills. This is actually a rule in the game. You can roll lore skills to earn some money.
I get money.
you know what?
Yay! She spent a hero point. It's the same thing!
I see. I see. I see how it is.
Oh, no.
You only get one at the start of the game, and an additional one every hour.
I think Yvette might want to put that D20 in the dice cage now.
Yeah, just
Or
dice jail time.
So, Yvette, you didn't make off so well. You made just 5 copper, but Giovanna made 5 silver.
Hey. Threatening people with soup really works.
Apparently.
They gave me money to stop offering them soup.
But yeah, what I was planning to head is, again, as I mentioned, to the person who sent us to the fucking forest, because we didn't negotiate payment yet.
So you were heading to Calderon to negotiate payment for the trip to the Shadowwood.
Yes.
That was actually Violet. You didn't need to go to Calderon for that.
No, yeah, well, I never said I was specifically going to Calderon. You're the one who said that.
Well, at least you made some money out of it.
I said I was threatening people for money.
I mean, did I make some money out of it?
Yeah.
Did you sign someone's boots?
Violet gave you 20. I believe it was 20 gold pieces each.
Oh, we didn't even need to bully them. All right.
Her and no, probably don't want to bully her. She's a bully herself, particularly to goblins.
Immovable force versus unstoppable object.
Apparently.
That's not. Wait, that's not how. That's not how it goes.
So, Rune, you head downstairs to talk to Giovanna and Yvette.
I happen to look at the kitchen like, oh, fuck. Bob's gonna kill you guys or dismantle and scrap you.
You see the toxic waste.
What the hell is that?
And
Is the content has to be glowing? If it is, I was like, oh, I'm staying away from that.
I love character building.
but
Yeah, right now it's questionable whether Giovanna knows how to cook.
She does not, again, automaton, robot, does not understand food.
It's not
Fair
like,
enough.
it's more like a doubt. Not just question, it's actual doubt. It's a I knows.
Giovanna doesn't know what flavor is.
Fair enough. She doesn't even have a mouth.
No, she doesn't. But she knows that the organics like to eat things, likes to consume
Let the
food,
organics cook
quotation
the
mark.
food.
Giovanna has so lovingly concocted food for them. Once again, food in quotation marks.
Concoction or toxin? Which is it? Anyways, leave the food to the organics. Let them prepare the food. Okay?
Giovanna will not heed this advice.
Okay. Don't be surprised Bob gets hold of you.
Yeah, Bob's going to be very upset.
one thing.
You better hope Bob doesn't watch the stream.
If I cook hard enough biscuits, can I use them as weapons?
Oh shit!
Speaking of which, I was actually planning on having Yvette go to get some weapons for herself right now.
Okay, I grab one of the biscuits. Oh wow! There's things ablaze in that too.
There's just a whole knife floating in the soup.
What the?
Okay, are we all getting weapons right now?
Okay, muffins or weapons?
Weaponized muffins.
Because if we're all getting weapons, I was actually planning on having Yvette grab herself a scythe.
Okay.
Well,
You can
since
go
the
grab
biscuits are
you can go grab a scythe from the armory.
Mm-hmm.
There's
okay.
an armory in the ranch.
And I have another question, actually. Is there anyone who like, for my knowledge, or at least if that's information I can gain from asking around, is there anyone I know who could engrave a rune onto this thing, or like who could sell me a rune to engrave on it?
You know, you might have best of luck talking. You might have best of luck going to the Wayfinder Society.
Is that far?
It's in Calroon. The headquarters is in Calroon.
Oh, all right.
Can I get a bow and arrows?
Sure.
Well, if I put them in the soup, do they become poisonous?
No.
I'm dipping them in the soup anyway.
Because then Yvette is gonna head over to Calroon, unless that's like hours away.
It's a few hours away.
Do we have a lot of time?
You don't know. Room didn't tell you exactly when you had to leave for
Then-
Atlantia.
You
Well,
know
she's
what?
gonna-
Just start going, and you know what? If you're not there, he can't leave you.
Then she's gonna go and ask, "Hey, Rune, hey. So, how much time do we have exactly until we go on the mission?"
Yeah, so look at the watch and look at the clock on us. Now, walks out.
No.
Like right now.
And Bifrost is floating behind me.
Yes.
Like exactly right now.
Move your ass there.
Maybe you can ask him to stop by Calroon on the way.
Oh well.
Okay, drop by. Alright.
You know,
We drop you off, literally. She's kind of out of it, and when she's a bit agitated, it's like, she'd be blunt right with you.
It's a
I guess
good
that
thing the
makes
Wayfinder
sense. You know-
Society is a tower. The headquarters is a tower.
Yeah. She
Okay.
says, "Well, you know, I just thought, since I'm already getting a scythe, which to me is more symbolic than anything, is more like about weaponizing my own fear of death or whatever. But I thought I might as well make it strong, you know."
Beth, which bow should I take?
This one. This one looks pretty good. Don't you think?
Is it a long bow or a short bow? I don't know. I don't know.
Honestly, I can't tell myself. I can tell myself.
It's very interesting that she tells me her fear,
I'm confusion.
as you will soon find out.
As one Mike died.
Okay, so you're going to stop off at the Wayfinder Society headquarters in Calroon.
Yeah, that's gonna be our first stop before we go to what's that place? Nor.
Atlantia. Nor
Mhm.
Atlantia. Alright, so you
Yeah,
head
I
off.
just fly the ship right to the tower. It's like, all right, jump off.
You head off and you actually land right smack dab in front of the tower, which you never quite have done before. You've got some guards staring at you.
Hey, don't worry about. I'm yelling at it. Don't worry about it. We're good. Just dropping up a little friend and try to do something real quick. We'll be out of your hair.
Yep, we sure will.
Roll a diplomacy check.
Oh boy.
Because this is highly irregular.
Thankfully, I'm kind of trained, but
I have assurance in diplomacy. I'm gonna do the main check.
Alright, so that's a good roll. The guards look at you, and then look back at the airship, then look back at you, and then shrug and walk off. And one of them says, "I'm going to pretend we did not just see that."
yeah, I just have to like pull back from back on the deck as I wipe my head. As whoo, that was kind of close.
And the other one says, "That's just the half of all the strange things we've seen at that tower."
If it just says, I think we can all agree that fighting between ourselves is way above all of our collective pay grades.
Oh, laugh! You make sure you make a diplomacy check after that.
As you head towards the tower, you see a young girl outside with dirty blonde hair, and she hands a flower to each of you, and she says, "Hi. What brings you here?"
A lot. Quite a lot.
This giant ship. This
I
flying
guess you're
ship.
right.
But it's here.
I guess you're right.
She says, "Yeah, I see that. Does it fly far?
Yeah.
Can it fly
What kind
to
of
the
flower did she hand
moons?"
us?
It can
I don't.
actually.
It could, but I don't think so.
No, yeah, it can.
Yeah.
What kind of
Already
flower did
dead.
she hand us?
Rose blossoms.
What color?
Basic.
Uh,
Giovanna thinks if
pinkish
she can
red.
add this to soup.
Oh my god.
No, Giovanna. You already had enough crap in one soup. No more.
For you, it's not soup. It's more like toxic waste.
Giovanna pulls a bowl out of her pocket and says, "Here you go."
Yeah, I immediately looked at her and I was shaking my head. Don't eat it. Don't eat it.
And at that moment, Ira comes out and she takes the bowl from Kawaii's hand and she says, "What in the world is this?"
At least it's not why you took the soup.
Organics like it, don't you?
Don't fucking ask
Giovanna-
me.
I shake it out of my head. I was like, don't.
She takes a sniff. And it looks like Kawhi. She shakes her head.
Yeah, after she says no to her, I was like, whew.
And Kawhi says, "Okay." And Ira hands the bowl back to you. And she says, "Please, and please, just dispose of that properly. Do not pour it on Kawaii's plants, otherwise she might get very angry with you."
That might
Giovanna
be
hands
the plants.
it to
Hands it to who?
Giovanna puts it back in her pocket.
My God.
Wait a minute. Is your pocket like a little shelf, or your pocket is actually just a pocket? You just you got all that soup over your side.
It's like Tupperware, she said.
Yeah, it's like Tupperware.
Oh, okay.
I've got a lot of Tupperware bowls full of soup in my pocket.
You know what? Don't give it to Muddy, but if you have to, pop it off and throw it at the enemy right in their face. Just watch them gag. If we run into something like that.
Seth already told me I couldn't use it as poison.
Yeah,
And Irish shakes her head as you walk into the tower. She says, "The Spirit Bureau people get stranger and stranger every time."
It's all. I look at her and I say, "It's all the trauma."
Yeah, I guess you could say that.
And Kawhi,
that too.
Kawhi
says, take out the compliment.
Kawhi says, "I don't know. They seem nice."
Or maybe it's the fact that we have to keep putting our lives at risk every fucking time, and we might as well treat life like a fucking joke at this point.
Also, I'd like to say that Giovanna did put the flower behind her ear.
If it says, "Anyway, how's your day been?"
Okay, one was in one ear. You put the other one flower in it, and I bet the other ear. I put one in the middle of the head. Boom, there we go.
Okay, so you three head into the tower after that interesting conversation with the two girls outside.
Yeah.
And you find Crystal in just right there in the foyer. She's busy in a heated conversation with someone at a desk at the front. And she turns and looks at you and she says, "Oh, you three again. What is it this time?
Hey, first of all, don't speak to me in that tone.
Can I have poison, please?
She says, I didn't mean any offense. It's just I've had a long day.
Yeah, we've had a long
pretty long
month, I guess.
Yeah.
Can you point me in the direction of poison?
Crystal looks at you with a weird look. She says, well, my lab is downstairs. Unfortunately, it's locked. And I don't have the time to go down there to let you in right now. I had to lock it because Koi, that you probably met outside, she tends to sneak in there.
Yeah,
interesting. Can you give me the key and point me in the direction?
Do you actually have anywhere that I could find to? Since we're in Colorado right now, she pulls out her the size she had. It's pretty big actually, and so do you have anywhere I could enchant this with a rune or something? I have some money left over from my last mission, and I thought might as well put it to use.
Sure. Actually, you should go upstairs to the second floor. They'll help you out there.
All right.
Is there anyone in town that would be able to give me poison?
She says, yeah, check the market district.
I'm heading to the market district then.
What's that fast here for, dude?
She says you're going to have a long walk. It's a few blocks away.
I don't feel anything ever.
Not good.
Just
don't get lost.
Unless Seth tells me I feel something.
As you do.
Giovanna starts walking. Pockets full of soup.
And
she hears splosh, splosh while she's taking steps at all tail.
Before any stealth checks, I have to take all of the soup out of my pockets.
But yeah, if it just goes
finally I get to use some sound effects.
To go check on what she, heard about improving her weapon.
Since Yvette is here trying to find something to do, and Giovanna...
Yvette is specifically looking for something, but...
Okay, so Yvette heads upstairs, and Giovanna has disappeared at the front door again.
Looking for poison.
Giovanna, as you head down the street, make a perception check.
How much can I perceive around this? What do I perceive with a 32?
You notice that Koi is following you. And
does she still have more flowers?
No, she's just following you. And Rude and Yvette, about 5 minutes after Giovanna left, Ira comes in and she says, Koi, I can't find Koi anywhere. I turned away for 1 second and she's gone.
Well, that's pretty unfortunate. You look fine there, though.
I'm gonna try to recall something, just regular intelligence about Koi.
Okay.
If it just says, well, that's pretty
No,
important.
I ain't gonna
You
recall
don't know
anything.
You want to hero
anything
point
about
that?
Koi.
I don't have a hunch that Koi probably following Giovanna, but I don't say it because I don't know it.
Yeah, if it just says,
You want to
well,
roll?
that's pretty
You want to hero
unfortunate.
point that?
I could.
That's pretty unfortunate. I hope you find her soon.
So 16. Rude. You know that you have a hunch that Koi probably followed Giovanna.
Oh man, if I had remember correctly, Koi tends to follow people, right? And Giovanna just left, especially when they're interested in people. I think she's probably following Giovanna.
Giovanna is
And
very interesting.
and Ira shakes her head. Ira shakes her head and face palms. Oh my gosh, not again.
Giovanna is probably the worst person that this child could have ended up with.
No, I think that'd be a bit, honestly.
I'm actively searching for poison with Tupperwares of soup in my pockets.
And
And I'm carrying a
and you
fucking
have
scythe
a
around.
and you have a young girl following you.
I just stare at the child and I'm like, "What's up?"
Where are you going?
To find poison.
Why do you want poison?
To kill people.
Holy
Why
shit.
would you want to kill people?
Yeah.
Because they're probably trying to kill me. If I'm trying to kill them, normally they're trying to kill me, or they're trying to kill someone else.
Why can't you just be friends?
You know, that would be really lovely if we could be friends, but sometimes, they don't want to be my friend, and they try to murder me first,
I
so
mean,
then
have
I
you
have
tried?
to kill them.
I mean, have you tried?
Have you tried to be friends?
Well, normally I don't get the chance. They just kind of come straight at me, and it's either, die or they die. Let me teach you about society and the nature of hatred.
Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
Says that they're range bot.
Giovanna starts
Anyway,
explaining what hatred is and what evil. The difference between good and evil and the moral gray areas between.
Well, this mess is going on.
Giovanna is still walking while she does this, so she is getting further away.
And every single time, constantly throughout as you're explaining this, Koi it just says, "Wait, why can't you just be friends?
I feel like
Friends
all
is
of
so
this
much
is
easier."
going.
Sometimes
I think all of this is going like right above this child's head, and I think that's like a good thing.
I would also like to point out that Giovanna has never been around a child before. Doesn't know what a child is.
She's not exactly a child. She's
not?
she's like 19, but she's got the mind of a child.
Yeah, again,
Oh.
Giovanna doesn't know what a child is, so she 100% is just like, yeah, this is pretty normal.
Yeah.
But she's just, again, Giovanna's just answering the questions with more cynical answers about what love, death, and hate is. There's an entire philosophy debate happening right now.
Yeah. There is.
Corruption.
Yeah, that's It isn't just, it doesn't do it justice. Koi is... She has an incorruptible mind, honestly.
Good.
So as you try to explain these things to her, she just constantly asks the question, but why can't you just be friends? It'd be just so much easier.
You know, it would be a lot easier. It would be.
Because she doesn't understand the concept of violence. She sees violence as just play.
Kid, I really, really hope we don't get attacked at some point because this is gonna be really devastating for you.
Oh, she's followed multiple other adventuring parties and gotten in many a fight, and she still comes away from it with this mindset of everyone's got good in them and and such.
You know, that's really pure, kid.
No,
I really like you. Giovanna is endeared to this child.
So, back at the tower, Road and Yvette, what are you two doing? Or has Road gone off with Ira to go look for Koi?
Yeah, Yvette is, as I'm describing, looking for somewhere to do some weapon upgrading and also to like discard some of the extra junk she's got on her inventory.
That Rue didn't make it far. She got like 100 feet and she collapsed.
Ira helps you up and she casts Hydro Recharge on you. And she says, "What's up? Are you okay?"
When I was in the hospital with a vet recovering, I caught something.
What were you in the hospital for?
A vet was in the hospital for malaria. Almost died.
Ouch. Isn't
Yeah,
that some
ouch.
a disease from transquitos?
Something like that. I caught something while I was in the hospital, waiting for a vet to recover. And yes, I got all that blood. I happened to shrug it off, but turns out fire's still in my system.
Well, I hope you get better. I can make you some purified water that might help. I do better with frost magic, honestly, but Crystal's been trying to teach me a thing or two with water hydro. Which might be for the best, because, well, let's just say the Pharaoh doesn't like me. So, roll perception check, Rune. Let's see if you manage to find Koi. Or actually, better yet, society check might be better.
Nope.
We'll just go with the bonus that you. We'll go with the society bonus with the previous roll. So
Okay.
22. It takes you some time, but you do manage to find. You do manage to find Koi and Giovanna. And Ira overhears some of what Giovanna is trying to explain to Koi, and she's like, you might want to stop. She won't get it.
Yeah, right before she said that, I was like, oh shit.
Giovanna's like, I also don't get a lot of things.
No, she got a mom of a child too, so
She's
those two bounce off each other.
Ira says, I've got a little straight sense myself, and I've been trying to teach her about the streets around here for a while, and her kind of innocence is incorruptible.
Interesting.
Oh, that should be a good thing. She ain't gonna learn nothing bad from this bot now.
Have I gotten to the poison yet?
Yeah, you find a pharmacy or a chemist after a while. You've managed to find a chemist, and the chemists are very nice, and they explain to you that there's multiple different kinds of poisons, and ask, what are you looking for exactly?
Something that I could dip in an arrow in, and would do a lot of damage, but is also reasonably priced.
They say, And he says, I can sell you some bloodroot poison.
Mm-hmm.
And he says that's one of the ingredients in that comes from Gothica, so it's not exactly cheap.
How much?
How about you make a diplomacy check to try to negotiate the price. 14. He says,
I don't have a lot of charisma set.
He says 20 silver.
I don't know if that is a good or bad price. I don't understand the money system here.
You hear Yvette magically speaking in your ear, like the fucking she appears in your shoulder. That's pretty cheap.
I'll take two poisons, please.
Okay, sure thing. So you purchase 2 bloodroot poison.
I'm gonna wait until I'm not in public to dip my arrows in these.
Okay. So you head on back, and you notice that Ira and Koi are pretty close.
So is that like your kid or something?
Ira says, no, she's my friend.
Ira
is actually a little younger than Koi. She's about a year or two younger.
I look at them and I'm like, friendship. You guys don't like... You know, I don't think I have an understanding of what friendship is. Because the relationship between me, Rune, Yvette, and Bifrost is,
questionable to say the least.
Okay. Okay, I see how it is.
I think me and Yvette are the closest. Giovanna and Yvette are the closest. But even then,
So,
you know?
you make it back to the tower. And I'm sure Rude's I'm sure Rude is happy that you've managed to solve that crisis.
Oh yeah. By the way, get rid of the damn mess what you're having in your belly. Unless you plan to use that as poison.
Listen, this soup is gonna come in handy one day. Or at least the
Yeah.
Tupperware will.
If you could call it soup.
Do you happen to know any herbalism? Because some medicines come from mold.
Guys, she tried, okay? She tried her best.
So, Yvette, what runes are you looking to enchant your scythe with?
I want a fanged rune, actually.
You notice we're an hour into this, and we still haven't even made it to Atlantia yet.
Seth, what did you expect?
An hour?
Yeah, we're officially over an hour into this.
I would like to point out that my first session here, we spent like a good hour and a half, almost 2 hours, just sitting at Fox Hollow Ranch.
Yeah. But anyways, yeah, I'm looking for a fanged rune, actually.
Okay. And how much is the thing rune, and what level is it?
It's level 2, and it's priced at 30 gold.
Okay. Do you think you can afford that?
I can, actually. I got 35.
At least
Okay, go for it.
300 silvers. Oh, you got that. Put me any gold.
Alright. The scythe now glows a faint gray color,
Okay.
and it's fucking enchanted. And also, it has like on the part that you hold it, it now seems to have like a weird grip that initially doesn't seem too clear what it's for, but you know.
All right.
It's
So,
hard to hold it
have
with
you
your
now
mouth.
concluded your business in Calroon and can now head to Atlantia?
I'm also gonna just. I don't care if they're willing to pay for it or not. I'm gonna give them like my fucking. I'm gonna give them my battle axes actually, because I have 2 of them that are just weighing, and if they're willing to pay for it, good. If they aren't, well, tough luck for them.
So, you want to sell these battle axes to them?
Yep, they're both battle axes +1
Okay.
striking.
How much are those worth? We go by by half the purchase price.
10 SP, 10 silver.
10 silver, so it'll be 5 silver for each.
Yeah, I think that's the price of a normal battle axe. I don't know about the +1 striking part, but oh well.
I'd
I'm
also
just
like
going to
to
get some
just
bulk of my.
sidebar here. I bought like 50 arrows.
All right.
Sure.
It's 1 silver apiece.
So, are we ready to head out?
Yes.
Rune, you ready to head out?
Yeah, at the same time, while you were already getting your rune, I decided to had a rune slapped on my blade, get ghost touched.
That's probably a good idea.
I don't know what runes are.
They're basically they're basically like a weapon upgrade.
They're enchantments.
Yeah.
Is there a list of them somewhere?
Have you ever played
yeah,
Minecraft?
check Aeon.
Under treasure by type.
Have you ever played
Easier.
Minecraft? Runes are basically like Minecraft enchantments.
I'm sorry, what am I looking at? Moment. What? I'm dumb. Hello?
Sorry.
Nobody's home.
What's up?
What am I looking for?
Runes.
Runes. And where am I looking for those at?
You can just use the search bar on Aeon.
I can send you the link to it if you want.
Yeah, charging by time makes it easier.
I am so sorry. I didn't know we were
I sent
doing
you
this.
I sent you the link to it.
And while you're doing that, I'm going to go get a drink. We're going to take a small break. We'll be right back. And I'm going to...
I'm poor.
And we're back.
Is it ghost touch or ghost touched as a damage type?
The damage type is going to be force damage.
Okay, force of the actual would touch the ghost. And property is going to be ghost touch, right?
Yeah.
And I forgot how it's supposed to go in. Is just ghost touch or ghost touched?
Okay, so are we ready to head out? And
Yes, Giovanna's too poor to afford runes.
And by the way, I'm now going to reward hero points to our MVPs from that past hour. Let's see. I'm going to reward a hero point to Rune and Giovanna, and Yvette can have one too.
Nice.
We all get hero points.
Indeed. So you load back up into the airship. The guards that you saw before are passing back this way, and they see you loading back up into the airship, and they just shake their heads and continue on their way. And Ira and Koi wave goodbye as you take off and head to Atlantia. It takes several hours to get to Atlantia. But you managed to get there. And where you are going is the small town of Nor, east of Lake Nior, or Lake Nier, actually. And this small town lies just between two rivers. One of those rivers empties into Lake Nier. And
Hey, while we're
and the small town of Nor sits just west, no, just east of the Crazy Mountains, which is a mountain range and canyon in central Atlantia, which suffered the brunt of the devastation from the war with the Undead Kings some time back. So,
Did I probably study that?
you, as you get off, the mayor of the town greets you. It's a nice old woman with curly white hair, and she greets you and she says, "Welcome, welcome. I take it you are the Spirit Bureau?"
Yep, we sure are.
some people call us that.
Yvette holds in the temptation to call her grandma because that would be very hypocritical of her.
Well, welcome to our sleepy little town.
Do I happen to hear
you.
crickets?
Giovanna offers soup.
Yeah, you hear some you hear some crickets.
I stuffed that soup right out of your hand.
The old woman the old woman she is taken
If we
aback.
have, you don't take it.
She is taken aback as you offer the soup, and Rune just snatches it away.
No, I don't snatch it. I slap it out of her hand. It's beneficial for your health not to eat it.
Okay, I'll take your word for it.
It's very caloric.
Giovanna picks up her Tupperware of soup and puts it back in her pocket.
Oh, great.
Red just jokingly says, "Don't worry, I'm sure you'll find a client someday."
Giovanna is so depressed right now.
I'll let you
Giovanna
know when
didn't
it's
know
good to
that
share it. Right
Giovanna
now,
didn't know that robots could feel depression, but they can.
so you can't feel physical pain, but you can feel mental, huh?
No, that's a good question. Don't ask about the emotional and physical well-being of me, because Giovanna doesn't understand either.
So, anyways,
I heard you got a ghost.
anything you'd like us to know about Mayor?
She ignores that first part and she says, "Indeed, indeed. So let me lead you over to the lake, because that's where our story begins." She leads you out of
Yvette
the
quietly
town.
follows.
She leads you out of the town and leads you through the down a path through the woods towards the lake. And she explains, many decades back, there was a woman who was enjoying a nice time on the lake. And this woman was wearing white. And the story goes that there was an accident, and she died. That's the story. The true story, however, is she wasn't here just on a hike or a jog or whatever. She was here contemplating suicide because she had just been in a big fight with her family. And I remember this story because I was there. I don't tell many people about this because I knew this woman. Her name was Margaret. And she was going through a very hard time, and she came to the lake because she was contemplating suicide. But there was an accident, and she tripped and fell into the lake, and she drowned.
Yes, fate just chose for her.
And ever since, people say that you will hear her wailing in the middle of the night at the exact time of her death. People also say that you may see a lady in white standing over the lake. She's to this day called the Lady of the Lake.
That is quite interesting.
But these hauntings have traditionally only been centered around the lake. None of these happenings have ever taken place in the town until now. People say that there have been reports lately of the Lady of the Lake walking through the streets and also appearing in the windows of certain houses, and shadows are now appearing all over the place. We don't know what to do. It seems the spirit of the Lady of the Lake is angry about something.
And it's our job to find out what that something is, I assume.
And
Quick!
hopefully stop it, because people are leaving. People are getting scared and leaving.
I see.
Question. Am I buoyant enough to float or swim?
No, you sink. Remember the swamp?
I don't remember that.
Might be a good thing.
Devana's memory drive is a little full. Memory banks are a little full.
So you need to delete some of it.
I'd prefer it if it took a while for us to find
That's why she has amnesia. Is she just has a really, really.
Should we find another
storage.
automaton that a destroy automaton might have a good memory bank, might actually help her?
So
I need new memory cards.
So if you have any questions, you can ask the mayor. As she introduces herself as Mary. And
Mayor Mary.
yes, indeed.
Oh, that's so delightful. You were meant to be mayor, you know.
Thank you. And she says, if you have any questions, just let me know.
Ivana takes the flower out of her hair and hands it to her.
Oh, well, thank you.
Do you happen to have a communication stone?
Yes, I do. That's how I first contacted Rune, I believe it was.
Yes, I believe so.
We have a communication stone?
Yes.
Good to know.
Otherwise known as
I have
Comstone.
Yeah, it's one of those that you flip over and pour the little cable out of this.
We'll be sure to use it to, let you know in case we find anything or if we need any information.
Yes.
So, where do you want to start your investigation?
I want to immediately that's odd this shit.
Okay, so she led you to the lake, so I'll say that you activate That's Odd at the lake. And
Yep.
What's odd is that there is a faint mist hovering over the surface of the lake. And the reason that's odd is because to your knowledge it hasn't been raining.
Do I recognize any potential causes of such mist?
Make a survival check. Or a nature check. Nature check, actually. Nature check.
I should have put my my temporary proficiency in nature.
Instead, you put it in athletics, I believe.
I did.
17. Well, to be fair, you didn't know that you might need it, so.
Um.
Oh,
So.
that is a big aid.
Yes, it was.
Okay, so Giovanna aids with a critical success, and I'm going to make that a +3 instead of a +2. So that is now a dirty 20 for Yvette. And Yvette, you don't know of anything natural that might cause this mist. Because the weather just isn't right.
Can I tell if it's a curse?
Make an occultism check.
Can I use my curse lore?
Sure, actually.
Actually, my occultism is higher, so never mind.
Okay.
Yeah, but the lore for DC checks is lower.
Oh,
The
oopsies, never
recommended
mind.
DC
I
for
use
lore.
this one. I use lore. Nor occultism. It doesn't exist. I didn't know that.
So, Rude rolls a 32, and we have a 30 for Giovanna. And Rude and Giovanna both, you know that you've heard stories about Lake Nier over the years, and you know that Lake Nier has also been the site of many accidents over the years, and many people have gone missing here. Just a lot of death has taken place here. And do you think that this sort of a mist might show up in places where there's been a lot of death?
Death mist.
Yeah.
A lot of death, huh?
Do I see any unique flowers around?
Make a nature check. And she rolls a 21. Everyone says, "Great, watch out for giant monstrous insects." Yeah, after the experience Rune's had with giant monstrous insects in the Shadowwood, she's kind of wary of them. Understandably so.
Oh yeah, I'm also pursuing a
If
lead
our
on.
audience wants to find out that story, check out Curse of the Shadowwood on our YouTube channel.
About those flowers.
Also,
So with a 21 for a nature check, you find a couple of different flowers and a couple of different plants that are they only grow in this area. They only grow in southern Atlantia.
I would like
Oh,
to
yeah,
take some.
One thing, I would like to note that I am currently pursuing a lead on the lake. So any
Okay.
checks related to that get a +1.
Ivana cleans
Because of
out one
the
of the Tupperwares of soup and puts the flowers in it.
Is the mist up on the shore?
No, the mist the mist is more so in the center of the lake.
Okay. I'm gonna just go roll perception step. I noticed that Javon threw those flowers in a bowl.
Okay. Roll a perception check then. A 15. Giovanna, what is your stealth DC?
My stealth DC?
Yes. Actually, I
Yeah,
think
plus your
thievery
armor.
DC. Thievery DC.
I have
Your thievery DC.
it's a +2.
So 12. So yeah,
Yes.
you catch her doing that.
My
Giovanna,
passive,
Well, I
what's the
wasn't
I
reason
trying
for
to
don't,
be
that?
stealthy about it.
my passive perception is above that, so I also automatically notice.
Again, I wasn't trying to hide it. I was just doing it.
What's your plan with that?
I just want some flowers, you know? I was thinking about drying them.
How you gonna drive her
You
and
know,
slop?
okay, look.
Well, I
We can
mean, I was
understand.
gonna do it later back at Fox Hollow, you know?
Look,
Some
we
nice
can collect
decorations.
flowers all we want after we're done with the angry spirit. You never know, that might get them pissed off.
I've already picked them.
Bruh.
They're already in the Tupperware.
Right now, I can picture Bob just right back at the kitchen, just probably yell up a storm right now.
If I just
Fortunately, Bob
audibly
hasn't
actually
been at
says,
Fox Hollow in a while.
if I just actually says out loud, bruh.
Probably what he said. Look at him, bro. One
Anyways,
second. Go ahead.
Yeah.
anyways,
Anyways.
what are you doing now?
Besides thinking, what the fuck about Giovanna?
I'm gonna try to look for anything unusual around the lake or anything that could be putting people in danger. Actually, I'm gonna look for specifically what could have been the cause of her falling
What
into the
was
lake and drowning.
can you recall that? What's the last place where the one girl was?
The
Maybe we
last
could
place
start
she
from there.
was before she died?
Yeah.
No. Oh, I wanted to see the last place she was in general.
Well,
Like, as a ghost.
well, you will probably have to call the mayor and ask her because there's been, as people have told the story over the years, there's been multiple different scenarios that people have cooked up.
Is there a library?
In this small town, no.
Hmm.
Not the
Is there
little
like a
bookstore.
records room?
What was that, Giovanna?
Is there like a records room?
There should
Uh,
be records.
yeah, you will have to talk to the mayor.
I ask Rune if we can talk to the mayor.
It is
Actually,
plausible. Let's go.
first, I'm gonna check something. And Seth, I bite into the weird handle that my scythe has, and I'm gonna use it to polymorph into a wolf.
What?
Okay.
Yeah, fanged
So,
scythe, baby.
so Yvette polymorphs into a ball throw.
Yep.
Wait a minute. Are you a druid?
No, I just got a nice rune on my scythe.
Oh,
Anyways, I'm gonna try to see if I can smell anything unusual with my newfound imprecise scent of 30 feet.
Okay. Roll perception.
All right. With a +1 because of. Oh, nice.
So that's going to be a 33.
Yep.
sniff so hard to fly hits right in the nose.
So you're trying to sniff out anything unusual. Anything that
Yep.
doesn't belong in a lake.
I will. Yeah.
You don't really notice anything offhand as you're sniffing around. But as you're sniffing around, you do catch sight of a glowing figure walking across the lake. Just walking across the surface of the lake. And as you look, you notice this figure looks like the figure of a woman dressed in white, just walking across the surface of the lake. And then
Alright,
she disappears.
Event like immediately polymorphs back, still biting into the weird like bite jaw handle of the Versailles, and she takes it out with her mouth, obviously, and
Obviously.
just says, I think there might be something here. To everyone else, like, I saw someone walking around there, and she points. You think we should go investigate? Also, that was cool, wasn't it?
Rune and Giovanna, you there?
Yes, what's
Not,
happening? I'm sorry, I got
Also,
distracted.
I think we're
uh,
on the way to the mayor right now.
also, Rune, that is
Yeah,
kind of
I wanted
awkward.
to talk
Her
to the
is kind
mayor.
of bigger than him. But we do
So
have more info now.
you just left Yvette alone at the lake.
Yeah, we split the party.
Yep.
Oh, wait, Bifrost is with them.
Okay, Bifrost is with Yvette.
Oh, I thought Michael hadn't come. Okay.
Yeah, Bifrost is here.
Alright.
Yeah, because he's not totally alone. In case something happens, at least he gets some heals.
Seth?
Sure.
I'm gonna ready a counterattack for if anything leaps at me. I'm just gonna keep that ready.
Okay. That's fair.
Yvette is like concentrating, looking around while she waits for everyone else to come back.
I don't think Bifrost is going to attack her.
I mean, yeah. I mean, okay, Saturday sessions have kind of muddied that a little bit, but anyways, the Saturday sessions made that a possibility, but Yvette doesn't know that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ruin dealt with it like a couple times, once or twice when that happened. I
At
was
least
like,
it's not.
I just kind of told you guys about it, warned you guys. I think Bifrost part told you about it too. So,
At least it's not. At least it's not Esther, because Esther kind of does hold a personal grudge.
Yeah, maybe we'll start streaming the Saturday session next season.
That should be wacky.
Oh yeah.
Anyways, so how's your visit? Your guys' visit at the mayor going? Sure.
Jivada and Rune, you get to the mayor's house and you knock on the door, and the mayor answers, and she says, "Oh, hello. And how was your visit at the lake? I noticed you don't have the small one with you."
Yeah, she transformed into like a wolf thing and started sniffing the ground.
Oh.
besides that, Bifrost is with him. Her.
Yeah, the other giant automaton.
He's not a giant automaton. I don't think he's that big.
Well, he's bigger than me.
Okay, the floater. Yeah. Anyways, we're here to ask you on the inquiry of you having your records and possibly when the last time this girl died, last area that you may know of.
And also where she last appeared.
Margaret was on the cliff, the bluff overlooking the lake, on the western side of the lake.
That's the other side, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. And also, what Tavon has asked is when was the last time she was sighted? A ghost was sighted,
The last
and
time,
where?
the last time the Lady of the Lake was sighted, the last time the ghost was sighted was in the streets here in Nor.
And when was that?
And at that moment, you hear gasping. And you turn around and you see a group of people staring and looking in towards the south, and you look over that in that direction. You see a glowing figure dressed in white walking through the street. And as you see this, one second. As you see this, I'm going to need you to make a will save, both of you.
Really? I thought we saw enough spirits that I shouldn't have to roll.
Ooh, I will be hero pointing that. I hate being alive.
So, Giovanna, that is a failure, and you are frightened too. And Rude, hero points it, and she rolls a 19. And one second. That is really also a failure, and Rune, you are also frightened too.
It'd be really good if there was someone there who had the no cause for alarm
Does
right
stress?
now.
Does stress
this
go away
isn't
over
stress.
time?
This isn't stress. This is a
Frightened
different
go away over
effect.
time?
This is a different effect. And stress.
Okay, what is it?
Stress. You'll need to look up stress. Rune and Giovanna. So, Giovanna, is you're staring at this figure. What you actually see is all these cloaked figures surrounding you. And that man, dressed in a red circus uniform with a sneering smile. And Rune, what you see is the whole town all around you on fire.
Whoa, crispy critters!
Circus man.
And with that, we're going to head back over to Yvette. Yvette, what are you doing?
Yvette is probably wondering why the others aren't, over there yet. So she's actually gonna head towards where they are. I'm gonna.
So Yvette is going to head back to the town.
Yeah, and try to check on them because they're just fucking gone.
So
Yeah,
Yvette.
we're going all right.
So Yvette, as you head back into town, you also, for a split second, see this glowing figure in white walking through the street. And then I need you to make me a will save.
Alright.
22. And that is also a failure.
Bruh.
And you're frightened too.
Yvette has just a stern look on her face while her hands tremble.
And if Yvette, what you see is this floating hooded figure holding a scythe, floating towards you. And now all of you need to make stress saves.
Alright. Will, right? Will, right?
Yes, will. Okay, so you managed to stave off the stress.
Yvette is, as it approaches her, with her hands trembling, she...
Giovanna, why did you remove your frightened? That's a completely different condition.
No, I was trying to figure it out. 1 second.
She just looks at him with a certain degree of anger. She's like, "I'm mad at me, you bitch!"
I think
And
it's
I'm
because
also,
the effect didn't kick on her character.
and
Oh,
I'm
good.
gonna ready an attack action again.
You're ready in attack action on whatever this is.
Yep, the moment I see it trying to attack me.
Yeah, Yvette, make an occultism check.
Alright, with right.
Oh! With a
We take those.
32, you immediately know that this is also this is known as a Reapress. A Mystimon that is also known around that is also known as death itself. Reapress is known for carrying souls to the underworld.
I'm not letting you take me here, you fucking cunt!
Language.
Wow, that's a
No,
pound kobold.
if it will gladly tell death itself to go eat it out.
And Rune, as you're staring around as everything is on fire, you see a big hulking magma creature just punching all the buildings and just spreading fire all over the place.
Is it possible to try to roll a save to shake this off?
You can try.
Is a will save?
Yes. At 28. So with a 28, you actually just managed to shake off the frightened effect, but you still see everything on fire, and you still see this magma creature, which you think is a Volks.
Okay, I'm not frightened, but I'm still seeing this.
Yeah, but make an occultism check.
Alright. Don't!
And you just spent your hero point.
Yep.
Yeah, you're not sure what this could be.
Is it possibly a haunt?
You're not sure. And you don't even know that Giovanna and Yvette are seeing something completely different.
Hey, you guys seeing this shit?
And you
If
describe
it
to
does
them what
not
you're
listen to
seeing?
you.
Yeah.
Okay,
Everybody's
so...
on fire. We need to... Hey, everybody stop, drop, roll, damn it.
Oh my god.
Giovanna, you're seeing just all these hooded figures surrounding you, and you see this man in a circus uniform with this sneering smile and a scar over his eye.
I throw soup at him.
You throw soup at him.
I throw soup at him to distract him, and then I run at him with a dagger.
Do I happen to be in a way where the soup flies?
Yes.
Let's do that.
Yes, actually, you roll an attack check, Giovanna. Roll a ranged attack check.
Ranged attack check? 1 second, let me...
AC is 22.
Let's see if you managed to hit Rune or the intended target.
1 second, where is that at combat?
Yes.
Ranged attack? Hello? There you go.
She spends a hero point. You should be trained in that.
Yeah, you're supposed to be trained in that.
Would I?
You should be trained in that, so... That should be, plus 10.
Interesting.
Let me take a
If
look.
that's plus 10, you hit it, because you rolled 25, my AC is 22. I got hit by soup.
Meanwhile, there was something I was also wanting to do.
I'll figure out what the hell is going on with that later. It's kind of a little weird. So, yeah, that is plus 10. So that is a 25.
Yeah, AC is 22. You hit me.
No, roll a flat check, Giovanna.
Just like a 20?
Yeah, just roll a d20 without any bonuses. You throw the soup, and Rune, it hits you.
Did a Tupperware pop open and I get spilled on me? Or just the bowl just stunk?
Yes.
No, I opened the Tupperware to throw it at the man.
Where was the soup?
Okay, so
I'm wearing the gruel.
Yes. Yes. But Giovanna doesn't know that she actually hit you.
Oh no!
She thinks she hit the. She thinks she hit the man in the circus uniform.
This is gonna be really rough because I'm running at him to stab him.
Make a melee attack check.
Should I do it with the dagger or should I do it? Because I'm running at him with the dagger. Really? Because I'm straight up running at this man with a knife.
Okay, go
ahead. What is your AC?
It's 22.
No.
She hit.
She hit.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
You don't even know. You don't even know that you hit Rune.
I know, but out of character, I'm so sorry.
Like, damn it, so damn it, Jiv. And talking about the gag all the time. Oh!
Roll damage, please.
That was my kitty.
And that is 2 points of damage to Rune.
Still hurt.
You know when you get a cut in like the kitchen?
I'm glad I didn't poison the dagger.
And
Oh, God.
meanwhile, Yvette is poised
something I
to
was-
attack this Reapress.
And actually, she is going to take a moment to
Okay.
devise a strategy with one action, and then she's going to leap, holding her scythe upwards, and then she's going to try to just swing it down at her.
Okay.
Yep. And, hang on. Devise a strategy, attack roll, add intelligence, then proficiency, so that's, okay.
Rune, what you saw strike at you was Giovanna.
Okay.
Giovanna on fire, stabbing him.
And Devon is a fireball too, right?
So that's a d20 plus 14, 24.
24. So a 24 to hit on this Reapress, and the Reapress just dodges out of the way. Your attack just it goes right off.
And she's going to try and attack again. She's pissed. She's like, "You're not fucking escaping me." But this time, no time to devise strategy. Just fucking dick out, attack again.
Oh my god.
That's the wrong bonus for that too.
Nope. Multi-attack penalty. And she doesn't devise a strategy, so.
Okay. And that's also a wide miss.
And at this point, she's just swinging wildly because she does it again, but it's an automatic miss.
Okay. Yvette, go ahead and make a will save.
All right.
And you are still under the effects of this, whatever this is.
Huh? Yeah, she's just
And
not under control of herself.
Rune, we're going to come back to you. As Giovanna just launched an attack on you. And you know,
attacked by a gruel and it's a stab.
I would like to say that while I did that, I screamed, "F you, you effing clown."
I'm like, I'm not on the damn menu, stuck. Ah!
Again, as I screamed, "F you, you effing clown freak."
Yvette is also yelling, but her words are barely recognizable amidst just sobbing, I guess.
So, Rude, what are you doing as if Giovanna just attacked you?
I'm so sorry.
Hey, the damage
Okay.
is minimal, so...
I'm gonna manifest striking spell. It's gonna be 2 actions to cast this spell, Vampiric Touch.
Okay.
And I'm gonna use 1 action to strike back at Giovanna. Fucking power junk. Oh, you're lucky. I don't look like a damn frickin' 20.
Yeah, no, that did not hit me.
Unfortunately, that's actually very on point for if this was actually the man in the circus uniform.
Wait, do I see the man in the circus uniform attack me?
Yes.
Ouch.
Yes, you do.
And that's my turn. Because I used up all my actions.
Yeah, at this point, I'm going to need everyone to roll initiative.
Oh no!
Which we should have done in the first place.
Even me?
Yes.
19.
My turn was next too. I'm so sad.
Alright. Now I've officially got my turn. I got all my actions back. Guess what? You don't want to know. Ooh.
Ooh, yeah, that hit.
That's not a fucking crit. What?
I think it is, actually.
10 above.
16 is a crit? What the fuck?
The actual number is a 31.
Yeah.
Versus her 20 AC.
And half of that is temporary hit points.
Ouch.
Wow, that is a lot of very high rolls. Holy shit.
Ouch. Giovanna, you just got smacked.
Smack him.
I got 28 temporary hit points from that because of that vampire touch.
And Giovanna, from that attack, is what you see is the man in the circus uniform attacking you. Make me a stress save. Because this man is haunting your nightmares. And you managed to stave off the stress from that. For now.
Since I used one action, I'm going to use Turmoil. Give you a shock therapy to your mind. Succeeds. Let's see it.
She saved.
Not to happen.
She saved. Okay, so Yvette.
Does Yvette see them?
Make me a perception check. See if your focus isn't completely focused on this Repress.
Which it probably is.
Yeah, you're totally focused on this Repress.
Well, focused is a bit of a stretch. And I'm gonna try to, if I just like stops and take a moment to get up because she was almost just falling down from how much she was just wildly swinging without thought. And I'm gonna use an action to devise a strategy and then try to just leap at her again. So again, plus 14. Which is
22.
friendship. That's not that doesn't hit.
Yeah, that doesn't hit. That's a wide miss.
What are you striking at?
She's striking. She's striking wildly at what she sees as a Repress.
And you know.
And that's also a wide miss.
And that's all my actions.
Okay, Vet, at the end of your turn, make me a will save.
Bog.
Oh, a critical
You're good.
success. You managed to stave this off, and you realize what you're kind of shake to your senses, and you kind of realize that this seems like an illusion. This doesn't seem real.
Yvette lets out a very drawn out sigh.
Actually, I'm hoping that
And-
the
and
rapier
she-
went through the bowl, the other bowl that's inside Giovanna.
And she just yells, "Oh, fuck off!" She yelled this pretty loudly.
Yeah, you still see
Jeez.
this. You still see this Reaperess, but you finally realize it's an illusion.
Yeah, she's still angry, just not, crying anger anymore. And she just ignores it.
Okay.
Or at least tries to.
And Bifrost is fighting with his own demons, it seems, and Giovanna.
How much damage does the poison do? I didn't put that in.
Does everyone else?
The poisons work a lot like diseases. So the target is going to make fortitude saves as each stage comes along.
Okay, so how does this specific poison work?
I'd have to write it up.
Okay, well, unfortunately, after getting attacked like that,
Hey, actually, one thing. Did you guys actually hear of? Was it hearable with that yell? I just thought about that.
oh no.
Definitely hit. Whoever.
Giovanna hits with a critical success on Rune, though she hits with a critical success on what she thinks is the man in the circus uniform. Giovanna, please click that D20.
Oh no.
And this
It's
is with a
piercing.
piercing, and this is going to be normal damage. And until healed, the target is clumsy 3 and enfeebled 3.
Yeah,
Ouch.
but can I have temporary hit points?
Ouch.
I rolled the damage. Sissy did that. Hold down shift when you do your damage.
Oh, oopsies. Shift when I do my damage?
Yeah, for double damage.
It's not supposed to be double, it's supposed to be normal.
Ended up being normal damage, even though it's on a crit.
Yeah. Because of the crit effect from the critical success deck.
Oh.
It's normal damage only.
Yes.
And then it's 5 damage, plus whatever the poison does, because those are poison tip
Okay.
arrows.
Okay, Rune, make a fortitude save.
Yeah.
does the bow not have deadly D10?
30. 30.
Okay, so
Also,
you stave off the poison.
one thing, does the longbow actually not have deadly D10? So wouldn't that be a plus 1d10 to the damage, even if it's not double?
Yeah, do roll the d10.
I'm gonna have to devil's advocate for that one. You know?
Okay, so Rune's going to have 19 temporary hit points left. And from that last hour, I'm going to reward a hero points to Yvette and Giovanna.
Okay.
So that was one action.
Alright.
It is still Giovanna's turn.
It is still Giovanna's turn, and 1 second, let me.
Want to keep striking?
We're going to go until everyone realizes they're fighting illusions.
Yep.
Yvette's realized it, and Rune's realized it. Although Rune it doesn't know exactly that it's an illusion, she just knows. She just has shaken free of the fear effect.
I will be using Ego Whip against her.
You better not fail it. If I succeed, you have to roll it again for yourself.
I know. You have to make a will save for that one.
Oof.
Oh,
That's
What's the DC?
probably a fail.
22.
Yep, that's a fail.
Oh, that's a regular fail though, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Frightened 1, and then 4d4 mental damage.
For once, it's not the...
Mental damage, that goes to my physical or goes to my temp? Since it's
It's going to go to your
damage.
temporary hit points.
Damage is damage.
oops.
Rune's got got a lot of negative conditions at the moment.
Yeah, I have a lot of things that add conditions to enemies.
You know, Yvette really should just.
Well,
get
in
there
this
as soon as
case,
possible.
it was just a crit that applied 2 of those conditions.
Yeah. And I still have one more action.
One more action?
Yep. That's gonna be Disruptive Blast.
Again?
Make another. No, that's a different one. Make another will
okay.
save. That's
18.
a failure.
That's a fail.
Use the use of a power spell for 1d4 rounds.
From highest to
Starting
lowest?
with the highest, yeah. So it's for 4 rounds.
Ooh, that means I can't use my level 2 stuff.
Ouch.
But I can use my level 1 stuff though.
Giovanna, make a will save at the end of your turn.
Oh wait, no, I have to make the damage too.
4.
Yeah, and then a will save.
A will save for you. And Giovanna is still under the effects. Rune why it keeps doing this.
Alright. Since I'm still got level 1 stuff, I'm going to use my free action to activate Striking Spell. Then I use 2 actions imbued it with Vampiric Touch. And I got 1 action left to strike.
Okay.
What's your AC?
20. That doesn't hit.
Alright. You got lucky.
Yvette, what do you do now that you realize that you've been fighting an illusion?
Well, aside from what I described before, I assume now that she's actively looking around, she can see those two.
Yeah, you can see. You can see Giovanna attacking Rune wildly.
I'm so sorry. So bad.
She walks up to both of them. You morons! What the fuck are you doing? And I'm gonna use no cause for alarm on the two.
Okay, at this point, Giovanna, you can make another will save.
Yeah, no cause for alarm targets at least at most 3 people. So I'm gonna target the 2 of them.
And Giovanna, it's no use. Giovanna is still frightened.
And I can also.
This man has been in my nightmares every night for
Yes.
weeks.
The way that no cause for alarm works is that I roll diplomacy to reduce
Okay,
frightened.
okay, go ahead and roll diplomacy.
Remember?
That's a deception. That's wrong. That's the wrong check.
I have the same proficiency. It's fine.
Okay, so yeah, you can't seem to shake Giovanna out of this. Whatever this effect is really powerful.
What about Rune? Rune is
Rune-
one.
Rune, it appears she's not frightened, but
And she's a retaliation of her hitting me.
Oh yeah, didn't Giovanna do a thing on Rune that did frighten
yeah,
me?
yeah.
Threw the soup on me and stabbed me.
And then
Yeah, so-
continued stabbing you.
And Rune is retaliating.
So you know what I'm gonna do now? I'm gonna go over and try to fucking grapple Giovanna.
Okay. Make an athletics check.
Now that paid off. By the way, I don't know why I have -1 on
This
that.
is going to be
Yeah,
against Giovanna's athletics DC.
By the way, that's supposed to be a +8. I don't know why it's +7. My proficiency
so
is
it's
+8.
24.
What's your strength?
0.
The
but I
strength
have
is just a
proficiency.
+1, so she gets me.
Yeah. Yvette easily grapples Giovanna.
Grab her ankles?
No, she-
Pretty much.
Again, I would like you to
Ankle
know
biter.
that I just see hooded figures from my nightmares grabbing me.
Yes. Yeah. Yvette, she doesn't see you. She sees whatever it is that she's
Yvette doesn't
seeing.
know that.
She's screaming wildly at you and screaming at you to let go of her. And she's seeing hooded figures.
And yeah, Yvette is just like, Rune, don't fucking attack her, and Giovanna, don't fucking attack Rune either. You two fucking get this shit out.
Diplomacy.
We're not getting this shit out. Getting our stress out.
Roll a diplomacy check against Brune.
What should I roll?
It's going to be against your will DC. And your will DC is
Plus 10. So it has to be 20.
21.
Oh, it's 11. Yeah, 21.
21. So, yeah, you managed to convince Rune to stop attacking Giovanna.
Just focus on staying away from her for now.
Wait a minute. You mean that fireball, that magma thing, that's Giovanna?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
shit.
While this is all
Something's
happening,
going
I'm just
on.
I'm just shouting, "You stupid clown! Brakes!"
Whoa. I don't know if it was worse.
And Yvette is
Being called a clown or called an idiot? Which one is it?
And Yvette is disregarding that because she just went through a similar experience.
This is all very interesting so far. You don't even know what the heck is going on. You're currently fighting amongst each other.
Mama's trying her hardest to live.
Can I describe what Yvette grappling looks like?
Sure.
She climbs on top of Giovanna and just like grabs her by the neck. Like kind of pulling her back.
So, Giovanna is still affected by this illusion. She's still seeing hooded figures. And Yvette, as you look around, you see all the other townspeople also attacking each other.
Yeah, I should deal with that later.
And make an occultism check. Yeah, you still don't know what this could be.
Yes, I do.
Maybe. Oh, yes you do. You suddenly... It was on the tip of your mind for a second there. You couldn't quite get it out, and then it just popped in your head. You don't think this is any kind of paranormal activity. You think what this actually is, and I'm going to type this to you.
Alright.
As we're going to pass the puck to Bifrost. And Bifrost is going to heal Giovanna.
Oh, yay!
Not sure if this is a good idea, but he heals Giovanna.
Honestly,
Bifrost, you.
honestly, that should. Can I just say that should in itself make Giovanna roll well again because one of those things wouldn't heal her.
That's right. She's an
Unless they're
Amazon.
planning to
You think it would
torture
heal?
me more.
Let's see here.
So you see Bifrost as another hooded person just healing you so you can torture you some more? Okay. This is crazy.
Giovanna heals by 18 hit points.
Hey.
Let's see. 1 second. I have to do math.
That's always fun.
Yeah. A whole lot
It's
of fun.
Math Finder all over again.
Okay. Bifrost heals Giovanna. Giovanna, you still see hooded figures all around you.
The one that's grappling me, I will be using Ego Whip against.
Oh, that's gonna be rough.
You know what? Come
Make
on.
a will save.
Yvette, make a
Lovely.
will save.
Ooh.
And she fails.
Oh, that's a regular fail?
Yeah.
That's a regular fail.
She is now frightened 1. That does 9 damage.
Cool. I am at 50 health. Actually, I'm at 51.
Does that like knock her off me or anything?
Nope.
No.
You have to.
No.
You have to.
You have to
You
actually
have to
break free.
specifically- Yeah.
You can do acrobatics, you can do athletics.
I will be
or-
doing acrobatics.
Okay. Against your athletics DC.
Which is 18, I think. That's like 10 plus modifier, right?
Yes.
Alright, that's fair.
10 plus your total.
Okay, so she shakes you off.
And then I will be doing Disruptive Blast. Make another will save.
Damn.
Who?
You.
Okay.
You get headaches. Is that what it says?
Mine's a 22, I believe, so that's barely a success. So you take half damage.
Take half damage. Also, you have to make a save yourself. See if you succeed or not. If you get backlashes.
Not on a success. If it was a critical success, it would.
Yep.
You take 2 damage.
Okay. Sick.
That's the end of my turn.
Oh yeah, I did alleviate that a little because regular fail was too much for additional conditions. Regular success.
Do I make a will save now?
Yes. You're even mad to the point that you're fighting each other.
I am going to off myself.
It's more so that Giovanna's fighting everyone else.
Including herself.
I think at this point, Giovanna needs to be admitted to Darkon Sanatorium.
This man has been
Put the restrictor
haunting
bolt
my
back on.
nightmares.
It's time to put that restrictor bolt back on.
Yes.
Yvette yells, "Rune, disarm this bitch!"
I can try to attempt to knock the weapon out of her hand, or I just simply just shut her down. I'll put a hole in her reactor.
Don't. Or we're going to have a problem, me and you.
Is Giovanna's turn already? It was my turn yet?
It's the end of Giovanna's turn, yes. Brune.
Alright. I'm gonna try to attempt to disarm, but I don't even know if my weapon can do that. Yeah, I can do. I have a trade on it, disarm.
Actually, I just realized I have a sap. I could just straight up knock her the fuck out without killing her.
You can use his weapon to disarm with athletic skill, even if you don't have a free hand. It uses the weapon's reach, if different from your own. It adds the weapon's item bonus to attack rolls, if any. Adds an item bonus to an athletics check. If you clearly fail a check to disarm using the weapon, you can drop the weapon to take the effect of a failure instead of a critical failure. On a critical success, you would need a free hand if you want to take the item. So I athletics check to disarm her with a +1 because I get a +1 item.
Okay.
And I'm not trained. This would be a flat D20 with a +1. But with a -3, ow.
Woof.
Sucks to be you, dude. Imagine not being trained in athletics.
Oh, bonus to attack rolls. Yeah, that's bonus to flex. Oh, never mind.
I feel like Seth healed me with Bifrost just to see us fight more.
No, I was just more so doing what Bifrost would do. What I thought Bifrost might do.
I'm going to try again. Because I still got 2
I'm
actions.
sure Bifrost doesn't want his friends to die.
I'm pretty sure Bifrost would have just bonked me on the head, made me pass out. This is better for you.
No, I still got 1 action left to try giving it a shot. Last try. Nope, no better. Well,
Nope.
maybe because I got arrows still stuck in my chest and I'm like, what the hell?
Got a stab wound, a couple mental wounds.
You know what? Yvette is going to divide. Just take a moment, divide a strategy, and then just hit her with a fucking sap.
Okay.
+14 to hit.
$30 to hit on Giovanna. That is a crit.
So that's does a crit double the damage of strategic strike?
In this case, yes.
Okay, so that's 6d6. I see. I see.
Almost minimal damage.
See. Yeah.
So that's
Try to drop
11.
onto-
Doesn't work that way. Stupid.
And
Gumbo.
And I still have one action. Which I will use to try to diplomacy this bitch.
Please do before I decide to strike her down.
Against Giovanna's will DC.
My
Which
will
is-
DC is a 22.
Wait, but I rolled higher than that before. On my last diplomacy one.
No, you did that to me. My DC was 21. You rolled 22.
Yeah. Didn't have to meet the DC instead of exceed it.
Giovanna's happened to be higher than you.
Yeah, mine's 22.
Now, I was talking about a previous roll where I rolled higher than 22 on a diplomacy attempt.
That was for no need to fear or whatever. That was what that was for.
I see.
You were rolling against the frightened.
I see. Okay, fair enough.
Okay. So, what else do you want to do?
If it
That was all your actions, wasn't it?
It was, first of all, yes. But Yvette is just like talking like, holy shit, you're taking a while to come to your senses.
Have you met Giovanna and how mentally unstable she is?
Yes. But yeah, Yvette just like fucking smacks you with a sap. And she does it strategically, so she hits like.
Do you hear a bell ring
it's
when
not-
you do? Boom.
Kinda. But
What
she
the
makes
hell is
sure
home?
to hit the parts of you that, you know, would be the parts of logic circuitry and everything. Try and shut and do a soft reset.
Okay.
Try to reboot that shit.
So, can I pass the puck now?
Yep.
Yes.
Bifrost is going to try an occultism check. Yeah, Bifrost is... He doesn't know what this could be.
And you roll additionally high, too.
And he's also going to try to coax Giovanna to stop this, and it's a 33 critical success.
Hey!
I would just like to remind that I was gonna say like before this that unarmed attacks are non-lethal, so punching sense into someone is not completely unviable.
So
I was using lethal attacks against you.
It may not work, but maybe feel
Giovanna-
better.
Giovanna Bifrost has managed to finally get through to you to tell you that this is an illusion. What you are seeing is not real.
Which I guess makes sense considering it was the person that healed her, so she would be a bit more likely to listen to them.
Also, I trust Bifrost more than I trust either of you.
Well, you strike at me first, so I retaliate.
So, Giovanna, what are you doing now that Bifrost has finally gotten through to you?
So I see them as Yvette and Rune now, right?
No, you still see the hooded figures and the circus clown freak. Just as Yvette still sees the Repress and Rune still sees the fire all over the place and the magma creature.
Is it possible to try to shake this off?
Giovanna looks at the clown freak and is just like, but he's that freak that's from my nightmares.
He technically isn't. But he's...
The little one has your feet, as Yvette. The big round one?
Yeah.
That's Bifrost. And the one you just threw the glue at and sticked? It's me. It's like a Rune. It's the hell.
I'm just like, no, you are that freak from my nightmares. That weird clown circus man with the scars on his face.
Listen, are you seriously gonna make the same
smile?
Are you seriously gonna make the same mistake that I did and just latch onto your anger forever? Or are you gonna try to act mature for once and just take some responsibility and act like you're on a proper fucking mission? Because we're here to investigate and not kill each other.
Kill each other? 2 seconds ago, I saw you as beings that have been haunting my nightmares. What do you mean that I'm being irresponsible here? I'm just trying to protect myself from whatever this is. Because all I can see is freaks from my nightmares.
And I acknowledge that, but please, now that you know fully well that this shit's an illusion, to not keep fucking attacking. Holy shit, we should not be having this discussion right now.
You act like I was attacking you guys because I saw you.
I know.
I'm not.
I'm just telling you that now is the time to stop.
Yes, I get it, with your nice, sweet little patronizing tone.
I'll be as patronizing as I goddamn want.
Vana takes a breath, and she leaves. She is thoroughly pissed off with Yvette and what she's implying. That I did this on purpose.
And so is Yvette. She's pissed off.
Well, why you guys splitting off and blowing off steam? I just take that Tupperware off my head and toss it to the side. Like, I'm gonna wash up now.
Okay, with that, combat is over. With that, combat is over. And Yvette and Giovanna have walked away in anger. What started as fear is now just grown into anger.
It mostly started as anger for Yvette.
And Rude, what are you doing?
Washing that glue off my head.
That is actually gonna walk up to you and try to just heal you out of those fucking 30 debuffs.
Yeah, that might be helpful.
Yeah, you pretty much busted up her freaking ego and everything else. She's all mentally messed up. So, shit.
I said get mentally fucked like me.
That's actually a 10, so 22, because assurance.
Okay, so Yvette, during this, do you tell Rune what you figured out?
Yes. She says, Alright, here's the deal. You see how everyone's attacking each other right now? Yeah. Mystimon that's just a bitch and shows up as people's greatest fear, or something like that.
I see.
Yep.
Do you tell her what it's called?
One second. And the cunt's name is the Villora. It's honestly pretty cowardly of it, but
Yeah, these things are actually very rare.
Alright. I'm gonna pull out the book of occultism and all that stuff. Like, then I'll open it up and look like I saw like a rotisserie chicken recipe, and I see this ain't gonna help us. I accidentally grabbed Bob's book, put it back in the bag, and said, damn it, got the wrong book.
Yeah, like she spent some time taking care of your wounds using the nurse kit she's got. She, aside mumbling from herself, she makes some comments like, "Holy shit, you fucking is your muscle severed? Oh my god!" And after like a bit, she gets up and says, "All right, I think I better do up now. You should be good. Are you like hurt? Are you like besides what I just fixed? Are you hurt anywhere else?"
Did all this illusion stuff went away, finally.
Yeah. Also, I assume that heals the clumsy 3 and enfeeble 3 because it says until healed, the target is clumsy 3 and whatever.
Yeah.
I feel much better. I'm not as clumsy. I don't feel like giving one of my old freaking foot toes.
Of course. You and Bifrost go talk to Giovanna. I'll go and talk to them. Actually, I probably shouldn't go talk to the mayor right now. I'll just try to calm down everyone else here.
Yeah,
Even if it's
but
just, yeah, I guess it's good that we ended up getting angry at each other because, if this thing feeds on fear, it doesn't feed on anger.
well, right now, Giovanna, a little mad. Then again, I don't feel like going after her because she might try to stick me again. Or throw another bowl of that crap at me again.
Well, she's fully conscious of her actions now, so if she does, then fully self-defense of your attack back. Just try not to get anyone killed, for God's sake.
All it did is retaliate after that bowl of gruel and I got stuck to the side.
Just like punch her or something. We don't want any casualties here.
And I like to keep my knuckles.
Guess so.
Maybe a kick.
But that is not your first option. Go there and just fucking talk to her. I don't know. Apparently, I don't know anything.
Well, where'd Giovanna go? Well, she's
Where
heavy enough
did
to see her
Giovanna
footprints.
go? What is Giovanna doing as Yvette and Rune are talking?
Ivana just walks away until she's in a building. Is there a forest nearby?
Yes, just outside
Ivana's
of
in the
town.
forest now.
So Giovanna has gone into the forest.
She's climbing a tree.
Yvette probably
Climb me a tree.
Yvette probably saw the general direction where Giovanna went because, they were both having eye-to-eye conversation at that point. But wow, okay, that's unnecessary.
Well, she is a machine. She's heavier than most of us put together. And what I try to be logic about it is that, well, can't lose her because she's heavy enough to leave good press. Because remember the swamp? She was
This
heavy enough
isn't
to
a
break that
swamp.
bridge.
This isn't a swamp.
Well, she's heavy enough to leave some footprints so we can trail, right?
Yeah.
Well, just follow her footprints and.
You, Rude, you follow the tracks into the forest just outside of town, and they lead you to the foot of a tree.
I just look up.
Yeah, you see
Hey,
her up
Zip.
there in the tree. And you also see Bifrost there, just looking up at her.
Apparently, Bifrost needs to heal you. You got a big hole in your chest. Because that rapier just punched her right through all. That's why it does that much damage. He needs to mend that hole.
Yeah, he spends some time and heals her. And then he offers some healing to you.
Sure.
Okay, he heals you too.
Yo, look. Okay, it's been some time that maybe I'll use my level 3 stuff again.
So, what do you say to Giovanna?
You good now? We got our steam off, didn't we?
Ivana looks at Rune and I say, I'm good. I am fine with you and Bifrost. The other one, though.
You still upset about Yvette?
Yes, she accuses me like I'm actually trying to hurt you guys. Like I knew it was you all along or something.
Well, all I did is retaliate at what you did to me, so.
I understand that. I mean, I get that. I attacked you. Of course you'd attack me back.
And Giovanna,
I didn't even know it was you.
Giovanna, as you've gotten far away enough from the effect, you now see Rune as Rune.
You don't or do?
She now sees Rune as Rune. She doesn't see she doesn't see you as the
Scarface,
man in the
Scarface top hat?
Yeah, she doesn't see you as the man in the top hat anymore.
Before I just saw you as this freak that's been in my nightmares every night for weeks. I saw the rest as cultists. These weird, hooded men and women. That's all I could see then.
What I saw everything around me was everybody was on fire. And I saw you as this freaking magma creature. But it took me a bit to realize this ain't making any sense.
It took me even longer to realize that. But she acts like I knew it the whole time.
So, Yvette, what are you doing during this time?
Yvette is like going around and trying to help people come to their senses.
Okay.
Using like no cause for alarm, like
Okay.
repeatedly,
So
basically.
make a diplomacy check. Do you have any more
Not
hero
very well.
points?
No, I don't actually.
We should
Uh-oh.
got another one by now.
Uh-oh. Still 15 minutes left on the timer.
Mm-hmm. Yvette just tries to talk to people, but gets like plainly ignored, and to the point where she just frustrated kicks the ground a bit and just sits down in the middle of some street and just looks up.
As you do that, make a perception check. You feel something watching you.
She just lets out a sigh and says, "What is it, man?" If you're coming to kill me, just fucking do it already. And she does not stop looking up.
Okay. This
What
feeling
is
of
it?
something watching you just grows stronger and stronger as a shadow looms over you.
Yvette's expression is again completely blank, and she looks over to see what it is.
Where did we last saw Yvette?
You saw your
She-
last saw Yvette in the town. So
Okay.
you're outside. You're just outside the town in the forest. And Yvette, as you look to see what this is, you see this floating hooded figure once again, holding a scythe, and it raises the scythe to strike at you. And that is where I'm going to end today's session.
Woohoo!
Oh my god. I'd also like to know that Giovanna did not leave that tree. Giovanna is not going to help Yvette.
And Yvette is still with a blank expression.
Okay, I want to thank our audience for coming and watching us play today, and we will be back in 2 weeks for part 2 of Lake of Fear. See you then.